looking for a hat for the Belmont.
Offering the fabulous treasure of hats for all in the tradition of Saratoga summers at the track. Informal or dressed to the nines and are ready to accompany every taste and top off a triple crown worthy wardrobe. Casual, classy, but class. Hatsational's distinctive creations, decorating our colorful Saturday grandstand, grace 5,000s with a flair for fashion at the Belmont Stakes.
The hats, of course, the fasteners, the hats, and the winner of the next race could buy a lot of hats because the person this one is $1 million in the Met Mile. So when we take a look here at the odds, what stands out to you guys in this Met Mile? Start with you, Jonathan.
Yeah, I mean, they're really betting National Treasure. And National Treasure, the two horse, is going to be forward in this race. Bob Baffert's horses are always typically forward, going to the front end. The biggest question for me, Bear, is what's going to happen with Hoist of Gold? Is Hoist of Gold going to allow him to kind of get comfortable in the front end, or is he going to pressure him all the way around?
Yeah, I think Hoist of Gold coming out of that sprint to Churchill Downs where he was favored, I think he's going to be. I think he's pace committed. I think he will crush the National Treasure. You look at the poker, the Cimarron, rather the one race that he won. He was on the front end in that race, so he runs his best when he's allowed to run. So I think National Treasure will be in front, but I do think Hoist of Gold will be right there on his flank, which probably helps Guadavario, helps Blazing Sevens.
Well, you mentioned National Treasure. He's Bob Baffert's last horse running today. And for more on the Hall of Famer, let's go over to Tom Rinaldi.
Well, the trainer who is, by just about any measure, the face of the sport, Carissa, is not here at Saratoga. But as we mentioned, National Treasure is. We heard Maggie Wolfendale talk about the long layoff. The last start for National Treasure back in February in Saudi Arabia, finishing fourth in the Saudi Cup. Earlier this year, winning the Pegasus. Something to keep in mind about just how important this race can be. It portends great things for the future. The last two winners of the Met Mile went on to win Horse of the Year. Should that happen with National Treasure, Kurt? Bob Baffert may not be here, but he'll still be making quite a mark in Saratoga.
Absolutely, Tom. And Tom Amos, you talked a little bit about how this could propel him back in the national spotlight. And I want to ask you, last year when we were doing the race at Belmont, Tom mentioned that, maybe Bob Baffert's a little bit perceived, at least, like Bill Belichick, a guy who won, but there's a lot of controversy. He is popular, he is controversial. What do you think his legacy is right now and will be by the time he finishes racing?
Well, we can't overlook the fact that he's the only one of two trainers that has won a Triple Crown twice. That being said, with great success comes great responsibility. And there have been a lot of, medication violations and different things. And I think, Bob, in some ways, as great a horse trainer as he is, has to step up to the plate and tighten the ship and make sure that he doesn't have those transgressions because he is the face of the sport.
Tom?
Look, Baffert does what Baffert does. And what Baffert does best